Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm your host, Rebecca Rice, and I teach family photographers how to gain a life of financial freedom through a thriving photography business. This week, we're talking about 4 reasons your mini sessions aren't booking. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that you get notified when new videos go live every week. And before we get too far, I wanted to let you know about a blueprint, a free guide that I have available just for you guys. And this guide walks you through how to make your first $3,000 on a single set of mini sessions. And it totally can be done, whether you've never done minis before or you have, but you've never made it $3,000 or more on a single set of minis. And when I say a set of minis, I'm talking 2 to 3 hours in one day. So can totally be done, $3,000 to make in that amount of time. So grab my blueprint. It'll walk you through step-by-step how to do that. We're linking it below for you in the description. So make sure you grab it and don't miss out. Okay, so if you're watching this video, odds are you're having a hard time booking your mini sessions. First off, I'll say you're not alone. There are so many photographers that I talk to every season who are excited about their mini sessions. They go all in and then they get frustrated because they find that their mini sessions are not booking the way that they were hoping. And so my hope is that by the end of this video, you have some really tangible reasons why your mini sessions might not be booking and some things to do to combat that. So let's go ahead and dive in. Reason number 1 why your mini sessions may not be booking well is maybe it's just a bad season. Mini sessions are very seasonal. And so we run minis when people are naturally looking to get photos done. And that's the spring and the fall. Because in the spring, everybody's coming out of hibernation. There's beautiful wildflowers that aren't there other times of the year. It's just a really great time to jump into mini sessions. And in the fall, everybody and their mom are looking to get photos done for holiday cards. And so that's a really easy time to run mini sessions because everybody's looking to get photos done. So keep that in mind when you're planning out your minis because you may not be booking because it's just a bad season. If you're trying to book minis in July in Texas when it's over 100 degrees, you may struggle because people are definitely not naturally looking to get photos done in that season. Or even if you're trying to do minis in late December after the holidays hit or early January, you're probably going to struggle because naturally people are just coming off the holiday high and they're just not looking to get photos done in that time. So if you're struggling to book, ask yourself, what season are you trying to book in? And if it's just an off season, try waiting a little bit until the next big season comes, and I'm sure you'll have more success. The next reason your mini sessions might not be booking well is it could be an undesirable theme. Now, I am in the camp that you can do mini sessions with or without a setup. If you're using a setup, great. You want to make sure that it's a desirable theme. If you're not using a setup, honestly, you'll have a lot of success in those peak seasons, the spring and the fall, like we just talked about. So for example, in the spring, a lot of times we don't do a huge setup because there's so many, wildflowers out. In Texas, there's bluebonnets and, there could be sunflowers, wildflowers, whatever. In Nashville, there's cherry blossoms. There's so many amazing, just naturally beautiful backgrounds that you can use when you're shooting. In the fall, you just find a beautiful spot because there's so many people wanting to get photos done that it doesn't necessarily have to be a cutesy setup. Now, if you are using a cutesy setup, that's where you want to be careful that it's a desirable theme because if you get too specific, then you're going to struggle. So here's an example. If you're wanting to do ice cream minis, you're probably not going to be booking as well as if you were to do something like unicorn minis. Now, both are specific, but one is a lot more desirable because as a mom, if I were to take my kids out for a set of minis and I had those 2 options, ice cream minis or unicorn minis, I'm probably going to book the unicorn minis just because it's something that I cannot do on my own. I don't have any access to a unicorn. I cannot do that. Whereas ice cream minis, I don't need pictures of my kids eating ice cream. And so you may think it's a really cute idea, but most moms don't need those pictures of their kids eating ice cream. It's just not special enough. And so when you're creating a setup, make sure that it's something that either parents are going to want to put on their walls, it's something that they're truly going to need to capture, and not look at as just, that's unnecessary, okay? Don't go for the ice cream minis. Go for something like the unicorn minis, and I promise you'll see a lot more success. The third reason that your minis may not be booking is because you're just not marketing well. I'll say you posting on your Facebook business page and your Instagram account is not marketing enough. A lot of times that's all photographers do, and then they wonder why nobody's booking them. The truth is only 4% of your followers are actually seeing what you're posting just because of the algorithm. No wonder you're not booking, because nobody's seeing it. So you have to have a more advanced marketing plan, a more built out marketing plan than just posting to your social media. These can be things like building an email list, or reaching out to local businesses to partner with, or running Facebook ads. Those are all things that will help you increase your reach and get in front of the people that you need to. I'd say probably 90% of the photographers that I teach, whenever they're struggling to book, it's a marketing problem, which is good news. It's usually not the quality of their work. It's usually not, the mini session that they've chosen. Typically, it is a marketing problem. And so the good news is marketing problems can be solved, and they can be solved easily. It just takes a little bit of education on your part. Get into marketing, know what you're doing, and really dive in so that you can get those spots booked. The fourth thing that I would say, if you're having trouble booking your mini sessions, it's probably because you're not giving yourself enough head start. I always suggest that my students give themselves 6 to 8 weeks to book out their mini sessions. Now, a lot of times photographers will come to me and say, hey, I have mini sessions next week. What can I do? And they just opened up spots, like right now. That's not enough time to book out your sessions unless you have this massive client base, which most of my students don't. And you don't need a massive client base to book out your mini sessions. So give yourself the appropriate amount of time to really market well and to book out. So 6 to 8 weeks is typically that golden spot. You could go like 4 weeks. I would say if you're a more established photographer, or you have a larger client base, then you can go 3 to 4 weeks. But that 6 to 8 week really is like the magic number for the vast majority of my students. So give yourself time, and know that if your sessions don't book out in 24 hours, keep at it. You want to keep posting about it, keep sharing about it, keep those Facebook ads going, keep, whatever it is that you're doing, those marketing efforts, keep them going until your spots book, because they will book. I promise. You just have to give yourself plenty of time. So there you have it. Hope this was helpful. Short and sweet video right here. But they don't call me the Queen of Minis for nothing. So I could talk about this for hours, but I won't. I'll save you the time. But be on the lookout, because we've got several more videos coming up in the next few weeks all about mini sessions. So if this was helpful, I know those will be too. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe so that other people can find this video, and that you can be notified when those next few videos come out all about minis. See you next time.